you stop and take a little time out with me? Just take 5.
I just wanted to, kind of touch on the recent free agency moves that we had this last week. Free agency just kicked off, I think, Wednesday of this week. And there's been a lot of exciting things going on in the NFL. People are saying this is the greatest offseason ever already. I don't know about that, but it's definitely been special so far. So first, I wanted to touch on, what's been happening with the quarterbacks in the league. So obviously, as you can see on the screen, we have Kirk on the left. He's the new quarterback of my team, the Atlanta Falcons. He got – why are y'all laughing?
That's not why you said that with so much enthusiasm. Like, no.
Yeah, bro.
You don't understand. Like, we've been in the trenches for a few years now.
No, it's definitely an upgrade.
Yeah, this is a great feeling for us. Like, we have opportunity now. Like, we have an opportunity to compete, and we have it for the last few years. So I'm definitely feeling good on that front. But yeah, Kirk Cousins got paid by us. I think it was 4 years, $150 million, $100 million guaranteed. What do y'all think about that? Like,
I think it's $180 million.
180. Okay, excuse me. 180 million, 100 million guaranteed. I'm pretty sure. For 4 years though. What are y'all's thoughts on the Falcons' new quarterback? Morgan, you're a Falcons fan. You work over there. Like, let me know.
I do not work over there. I do not claim them, even though I'll be at the Atlanta United game tomorrow. But anywho, Kirko, obviously, I think I could speak for most of us. Like, we wanted to see a younger face in there, especially when we start talking about 4-year deals. I mean, we're talking about a guy that's in his late 30s already. But to Julian's sentiment, now we're competing. We actually do have a quarterback that knows what he's doing at the helm, right? So that's not going to be a weak position on our offense anymore. And as we know, that's the most important position. So we have a point guard in place. Got some more, pieces I'm sure that we'll talk about later on that offense that'll help him out. I think it's going to be a good look. But in signing him, I mean, we're in win now mode for the next, I guess, 2 years. So he's got to have to show up or else.
He has to. Like, I'm not going to lie. This can't go poorly. It can't really go poorly for the Falcons. Like to save Terry Fontenot's job, like I feel like he did the right thing by being aggressive, going and get his guy in free agency. So I'm not mad at it at all. But if it goes poorly, like he'll probably be done just based on this move. Even though I think he's done a great job. He got us out of cap hell. Shout out to Thomas Dimitrov. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
If Kirk,
I do. If Kirk is bad, yeah, I don't think he'll recover from this. No.
I mean, I feel like the rest of your team's still like solid enough, like to carry Kirk. I feel like I don't think he's really going to struggle. And even if he does,
I don't think so either. Personally, I think it was a good move by the Falcons. I feel like we're going to be very good. Like, we're going to be competing for anything, at least on our side. Like, I don't see many teams who are head and shoulders above us on the NFC side. Like, you got like the Lions right now, the 49ers, who are probably the two teams who, I guess we'll say those are the best teams right now. At least they didn't lose much, and they, have still a lot of pieces to build with. But, we have up-and-coming teams like the Packers. Even the Eagles got better. The Cowboys are always going to be around. But I don't know. I thought the Falcons – I mean, the Cowboys will be around.
The Cowboys are always around, but
yeah,
come playoff time, never comes to fruition.
Really, though.
But yeah, I feel like the Falcons will be competing with any team, even next year. So we'll see how it goes. But, Jacob, I want to hear what you have to say as a Falcons fan. How are you feeling with the Kirk signing?
I mean, obviously it's an upgrade. We had Desmond Ridder at the helm. Everybody's been saying we're a quarterback away. So I like that, our back office actually went and got a quarterback, first of all.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just eerily reminiscent of Matt Ryan, and that's what I'm concerned about.
Nah, it is. I feel like it's a very similar situation to the Matt Ryan situation. Like, I don't think it's any worse necessarily, especially like Matt Ryan, or I mean Kirk Cousins at his age. Yeah, like he's older, but like he was playing very good football. Like when Matt Ryan was this age, like he was in not steep decline maybe, but he was in noticeable decline. So like I feel like we'll more get like the back end of Matt Ryan being good. I feel like that's what we'll get. So
Yeah, and I mean, this is Kirk Cousins who has thrown like 5,000 yards every season and now he's on the best team of his career, wouldn't y'all say?
team, yeah. He's probably the total team. Yeah, the total team should be the best, depending on what we do, in the draft and stuff. But the team around him should be good. Like I think we have 6 good offensive linemen, 2 good backs, a few, Drake London,
Receivers.
Pitts, Mooney should be solid. Like if we get another guy in there, that'll be a hell of a receiving core. Like there'll be guys on offense, and the defense was top 10 last year at least.
Wait, who else did we get at receiver? Dude from Purdue.
We got Rondale Moore.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean that's another piece. Like I don't know if he'll be he probably won't be a starter, but to be a playmaker, like just a guy who we can put the ball in his hands, like that'll be special. But yeah, I'm excited to see what we look like for sure.
It should be scary, like especially with Bijan back there. Oh
yeah, we should be able to actually unlock Drake London and Bijan and Pitts. I was looking like the Falcons over the last 2 years. So the course of Drake London's career, we've had I think it's the 33rd best passing grade. So it's not even starting level passer grade. We've had the 33rd best passing grade during Drake London's career, and that's for 2 years in a row. And Kirk Cousins has been top 10 in the last 2 years. So like, if he's as good as he was, like the Falcons should be on the up and up. But I'm excited as a fan. Ian, you have any hate? I know you know.
No, what do you mean? I think this is a good move. Like I think y'all are really talented. Like I think he's gonna unlock Kyle Pitts, like Bijan, like you said, even Drake London, even Mooney. I feel like he might make better, but I think it really just depends. Like when y'all get to the playoffs, because I think y'all definitely gonna win your division. It's just like if y'all gonna be good enough to beat like the Lions or like the 49ers, like I don't think so right now. Like honestly, I'm just saying I don't think y'all like have the talent. But I think y'all will be pretty good.
You don't think we're good enough to beat the Lions?
No. I mean, it's not like I'm not like saying anything. I'm just saying like they're just better. They have a better coach, better quarterback.
Are they though? They're almost built like identical, except they don't have the run game we have.
First of all, their run game is pretty good. Like your run game's gonna be pretty good this year. Like I'll admit that, but their run game is pretty elite.
Their running game is gonna be the run game is probably gonna be pretty elite for the Falcons.
Yeah, it should
both.
be.
I thought both teams' running game would be out.
But I mean, we already had the best running game last year in the league.
I guess
one of them. Yeah, they were. I mean, yeah, we have a very good running game, but they do too, though. I mean, Gibbs, especially with Gibbs taking the step that he did at the end of the season, like I feel like they'll be pretty good.
It's not a hit on y'all. Like I'm just saying, I don't think y'all are like as good as like even the Eagles, in my opinion. I don't know if y'all are like,
all right,
just as good as us. That's not. How is that crazy?
What's something else?
I can even say the Packers. I don't think y'all as good as the Packers either.
All right. Okay.
Maybe. Go ahead, Miles. What were you saying?
Well, I was just with the Kirk thing. Like, I just feel like he got overpaid because, like you were saying, if it goes poorly, then that's going to put y'all back in the cap hell, it seems like.
So
I'm sure they'll restructure it and whatnot, but
the good thing of how they did structure the deal is like it's pretty much. I think it's 90 out of the 100 million guaranteed in the first 2 seasons. Okay, so if he does regress. Or if it doesn't work out, like we'll be okay by season 3. Like we can cut him season 3, and like we'll eat 10 million. Yeah, that's fine. But that was one thing I did like about it. Like we're not really binded to him for the next 5 years or 4 years. I mean, but yeah. Anyways, moving on about our division, you see Baker Mayfield right there. He also got paid by the Buccaneers. I don't know. That's interesting. Like. Baker Mayfield, he played on like a $10 million contract last year, and now he's getting $100 for 3 years, I'm pretty sure. So what do y'all think about that?
He deserves it.
Yeah, I guess he deserves it.
I like that.
He won a playoff game, so like he should get his money, but I don't know.
He's won a playoff game versus the worst team in the playoffs, though. So
I
What
guess.
does that mean?
But,
It's in the playoffs.
Anyways,
No, it's fair play to them. No. They were definitely the worst team in the playoffs, but like that's fair play. They shut them out. So
y'all were terrible though. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all were terrible.
okay.
Just
Yeah,
to get
I
over
mean,
the Falcons.
I don't know.
Says the team that couldn't even get in. But at least we got in. Like I'm like that's saying something.
Moral victories.
How are we supposed to get in?
What do you mean?
How are we supposed to get in with Desmond
Bro,
Ritter?
the Bucks were not that far. Like let's just be honest.
I
They're
mean,
not.
we had Mitter, bro. With Mitter, like it was hard to get into the playoffs. Like if we had average quarterback play, we were obviously in.
All right,
Like,
so now y'all have no excuses. So when Baker
don't.
like he
I'm
defeats
saying
you
if
again,
Baker beats us again, then yes, his contract would be like worth it. Yes.
yeah, shout out Baker.
That would be a great signing if Baker and then win the division. I mean, they made like they're a good team.
Yeah,
They got Mike Evans back. Like they have guys, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, moving on to Russell Wilson. What do y'all think about that? You know, Kenny Pickett is now out of there. He is a Philadelphia Eagle. Shout out to Ian up there. Y'all traded the 4th round pick, I think. What was it, 4th or 5th? I think so. Swapping, I think.
Yeah, we picked him up the 4th.
Pickett. Oh, just a pick swap. No, and a 4 or just a pick swap?
We picked off the 4th and then we gave him 2 7th rounders for 2025.
Oh, that's not that bad then. Okay. But yeah, Kenny Pickett's now Philadelphia Eagle, and Russell Wilson is, I'm assuming, the next quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. What do y'all feel like culture fit wise? Him and Tomlin, him and Arthur Smith. Like, what are we thinking? Him and George Pickens? Like, it's an instant fit. But yeah, I want to hear y'all's thoughts.
I don't know. I don't think they'll have success. I don't think they'll mesh well. I think he's too corny.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the dynamic between him and like Tomlin's attitude is very different.
Yeah,
like the way they approach like media and things like that is much different. But maybe that'll work well. Like I don't know. In terms of on the field play, it's an upgrade. I will say that. Like Kenny Pickett is bad. Like he's a bad guy. I don't.
Yeah.
Eagle standpoint, I don't quite understand that. Not gonna lie. Like,
We need.
I would have given him. I know. I guess you shored up your backup for a while, like for the future, I guess. But like, I wouldn't have given up any assets for Kenny Pickett.
We didn't though. We pick swapped.
You pick swapped and gave up assets. You just said that.
2 7th rounders for next year. We're gonna get that back. You realize?
And a pick swapped up. I mean, you got to think the pick swap is probably like
It's
a
like
swap
30.
of like. Yeah,
30.
I was gonna say it's probably a swap of like 20 to 30 picks, which is big.
Okay,
that's
fine.
big in the NFL, though.
Dude, but you have to understand, he was a starting quarterback, and he's gonna be a backup on a team that has elite weapons. You really think he's gonna be bad?
Terrible starting.
Yeah, he's not good, and it's not like his team didn't have good weapons.
He was playable, dude. They then went to the playoffs with him multiple years.
Dude, he threw 15 touchdowns in 2 years.
Okay, dude, you're talking about Raider couldn't get y'all to the playoffs. This dude got a worse team to the playoffs. Yes, the Steelers are worse than y'all. Yes,
I don't know if that's true.
As a team,
and it's also like making Desmond Ritter the bar is like, come on.
I'm just saying he's
like
playable.
Barely.
Oh,
like, and I don't know if he even got
dude.
Get them to the playoffs is a stretch because he was on the bench last year. When Mason Rudolph took them to the playoffs.
Bro,
that happened.
Bro, be quiet.
That actually happened.
Bro, stop.
He played better than him.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
We can stop this, bro. He played very well at the end of his rookie year, and then he continued it his second year. Let's stop and let's not act like the Steelers has some elite weapons. Like their team is not that good.
They have good guys. They have Pat Freiermuth.
If he has to step on the field for the Eagles with that offensive weapon, like I think he'll be fine. Like
we'll see. But okay, I'm just saying, like I don't understand the trade from y'all side. I do get them offloading him though. Like I understand that. Apparently, he's also a diva, and he wanted out when they brought in Russell Wilson and didn't want to compete. That's just what I heard. Diva. I mean, you could have competed for the job, but
dude, let's just be honest. We all knew Russ was going to be the starter.
Yeah,
there's going to be a career backup. He's now a career backup.
I mean, that's you can say that, but if he gets the opportunity to start, say like Jalen gets hurt and he does well, he might up his trade value. Like he might up his value.
He might.
It's
a possibility.
It's a way bigger might than Russ on a 1-year deal. Russ is on a 1-year deal with the Steelers.
Okay, but I think Russ is gonna be successful. Like I know that division's like.
I think he's gonna get re-signed.
if they're pretty good and successful, why wouldn't they? Like I think
Yeah,
that
I think they'll be solid. I
their
think they
defense
won't be
is
bad.
fine. Their
They'll be
defense is
better.
very
Yeah,
good.
they'll be better than they were with Pickett. Or they should be.
And that offense is like now they got what's the name? Pickens is pretty good this year or last year.
And then they lost Johnson.
Najee, Najee is the only running back to have 1,000 yards over the last three years, or each for the last 3 years. Like he's
That's
pretty
probably
good.
more of a health. That's more of a health stat than anything, though. But that is good though.
Good.
And they got Jalen Warren. Like they're straight.
No, their running game will be good. Najee needs to get paid, right? Or did he already? I don't know, but I think he does soon. But yeah, I'm interested to see what they look like in that division. Joe Burrow's coming back healthy. Obviously Lamar Jackson, and then we'll have something to say. And the Browns are gonna have something to say. We'll see what Deshaun Watson looks like. I don't know. Like that in terms of bad contracts, that may go down as the worst contract of all time. That was crazy. Fully guaranteed off of 30 allegations was insane. But yeah. Anyways.